Hey, welcome back to some more Innistrad Midnight Hunt Draft. So I have not seen Ludovic yet. I mean, I saw it in spoilers. I haven't seen it in play. Or attack. I mean, even just the body is pretty good. You are taking a gold card first to do that, of course. Root Coil, I think, looks really good. I haven't gotten to play with it yet. Cavalier seems pretty good too. In the commons, I don't think anything comes close to these. So I guess I'm taking a gold card regardless. So we'll take Ludovic and see if we can make this happen. I don't know how good foul play is. Let's see. How many things have 2 or less power? A decent number, I guess. Obviously, 2 for 1-in is kind of nice. I guess you could also maybe look at Bait Hook Angler is only good because, I mean, disturbed creatures are just good, but it's probably the worst of the disturbed creatures. Rotten Reunion might be okay. I think we can just try foul play here, even though I'm not completely convinced that it's good. Blood Tithe Collector actually does seem pretty good. I don't think that I want to deviate right now toward Root Coil. We could just take like Organ Hoarder, which I think is even better probably for stuff like this. I mean, a 3/4 flyer for 5 that makes you discard a card, hopefully, is pretty good. I think we probably just still want Organ Hoarder though, right? Corpse Cobble I haven't been impressed with. We could take Eaten Alive as decent removal, especially in blue-black, where sacking a creature isn't as big a deal. Hobbling Zombie is also pretty good. I think we just take the removal though. There's lots of ways to get creatures that are good to sack. So Cathartic Pyre is probably the best card. It's possible that maybe we're supposed to speculate on that. We could also just take, I mean, either of these blue cards is also fine. Gosh, these are just not that great. I think we speculate on the red card. Locked in the Cemetery is pretty good. I would not mind a Vivisection or a Consider either, but I think Cemetery is going to be better, especially because I already have 2 Self-Millers. None of these are amazing. I mean, Vampire Socialite I do think is very good, but this is not a Socialite deck, and then the others are all kind of meh. Like, I like Search Party Captain, same deal though. Path to the Festival is fine. So it's like, that is the order of cards in a vacuum. I think we can just take the Devious Cover up here though. Startle, I'm pretty happy with. Rotten Reunion, I'd be pretty happy with. I think I'm probably happier with Startle though, right? Best card here is just going to be Sunrise Cavalier. Then we also have Search Party Captain, Ardent Elementalist, all very good, and not in the colors that I am. That makes me a little bit concerned. If I were to try to deviate, maybe I could switch to like blue-red, so I take like the Elementalist to hedge toward that. Here we could just take the Evolving Wilds to leave us a little bit open. I'm not going to miss the Component Collector or anything, so yeah, let's just grab that. Unblinking Observer is fine. Candle Trap is better. And these green cards are fine, but I don't think we're giving up too much there. We just don't want any of this. I guess in a blue-red deck, maybe you play that. Probably not still. We open Jadar. That probably cements us in this direction. The blue-black direction. Ominous Roost is a cool card. Dawnguard is very good. Falcon Abomination's pretty good. I wouldn't mind a Flip the Switch. Like, there's a lot of good stuff here, but I think we can just take Jadar. So what you would really like for this is maybe a sack outlet, like a repeatable sack outlet. What repeatable sack outlets are there even? I'm not sure. There might not be many. So let's see. Consider Arrogant Outlaw are probably the things that I'm thinking most about. My creature count is probably low. Yeah, my creature count is low. So maybe we just have to take the Outlaw? Maybe. It is possible, I guess, that maybe we want to try to splash the Pyre. We already have an Evolving Wilds. Not the best colors for fixing, but when you have Evolving Wilds and Jack-o'-lantern running around, like a one-off like this isn't so bad. Diagraph Horde, I think, is probably exactly what we want here. So we'll just go ahead and slam that. I have a ton of 2s, but they're like non-creature 2s. What are all of these? Locked, Startle, Foul Play, Pyre. They're okay. They're not incredible cards, I guess. Locked is the best of those, especially because I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to play the Pyre. So let's see, Moonsilver helps me attack. Or helps me splash. We could just take another Outlaw. I don't think I want another removal spell. If I didn't already have Pyre, I would maybe think about splashing the Winterthorn, but the Pyre is better. I guess we're just taking the Outlaw, right? Another Locked in the Cemetery I think is pretty good. I do want Considers, but not over stuff like that. Otherworldly Gaze I guess is fine. Silverbolt's pretty good too. I think Gaze probably is going to be better for this deck though. I have lots of reasons to want things in the yard so far. Let's see, Ludovic, 2 Locked in the Cemeteries, and I thought I had one more, do I not? Maybe I don't. I don't want another Outlaw. The rest of this is not in my colors, which is scary, so we just take the Jack-o'-lantern. I think this means that we can splash the Pyre for sure. Behemoth, Shady Traveler. Both of them pretty good. For curve reasons, maybe I want the 3-drop instead of the 5-drop. I have seen that 5 gets pretty choked, especially in this deck, because like Diagraph Horde is so good for you. Like, I don't want any of this, right? I guess there's a world where maybe you splash Immolation, but I really don't think you do. Yeah, I think I must have forced this without meaning to, because I'm just not seeing good stuff. Maybe I was supposed to have been blue-red? There's a decent amount of white going around too. Maybe I was supposed to have been red-white. I could have taken like the Cavalier that tabled. That actually seems pretty good for me, honestly. So I think I'm going to take it, because right now I can flashback what? I guess Startle's not good to flashback, but Foul Play, Pyre, Cover Up's not good. Actually, I don't have a ton of stuff that's great to flashback. Oddly enough, right? I still think that it's just going to be the best thing, though. Like, there is a Siege Zombie there, which I wouldn't mind. What does the Celestis actually do? Okay, you can switch it between day and night. You can loot, gain life, and it taps for any color. That's alright, I guess. Hobbling Zombie, I wouldn't mind. Gale Drifter is pretty good. And good if you self-mill it. I don't think I need another Locked in the Cemetery right now. I wouldn't mind the Drown Yard. I think we just take Gale Drifter. So now I'm kind of in a weird spot where I feel like I don't have enough creatures, but I'm also wanting to pick up things to flashback. So Haunted Ridge could actually be pretty good. What else do we have here, though? We have like a Siege Zombie. I'm probably just supposed to take Siege Zombie. I have a decent amount of fixing already. I even have like another Jack-o'-lantern and a Moonsilver Key. Obviously this is better fixing than those, but yeah, I think we just take Siege Zombie. How many Decayed token makers do I have? Probably not enough. Just take another Siege Zombie. Take another Gale Drifter. Maybe we take another Gale Drifter. It's probably better than another Siege Zombie, right? Another Gale Drifter? No. I would have obviously rather have picked it the other way. This could just be another Observer? Gosh, maybe it is just another Gale Drifter at this point. Because I really don't want another Observer. Okay. Vivisection I'm happy with. Yeah. I do need, ideally, some more creatures. I guess this is a creature. 5's not really where I want them, but that'll work. Yeah, if one of these was a Siege Zombie right now, I would definitely be happier. Is this Arrogant Outlaw going to even work? I don't know that I have enough early stuff to like be able to play this on curve and be happy. We have another Corpse Cobble option here. I'm skeptical that I want this, but there's nothing else to take, so I guess we'll take it. This just doesn't seem incredible. If you're like using it on a bunch of Decay tokens that are about to die, that's one thing, but I don't even have that many Decay tokens. Yeah, I definitely did something wrong. This was not the open deck at the seat. I think it was supposed to have been red-white, the more that I've seen. Which is just definitely not what I am. So we're at cut 3. I have how many creatures? 14, a little bit low, so I definitely want to cut from here if I can. I'm not sure that Corpse Cobble's good for me at the very least, just because I don't have a ton of stuff to sack. So maybe we cut like Corpse Cobble, we cut Otherworldly maybe, and then cut, well, I don't know, Otherworldly kind of works with Gale Drifter. Although it's better on the front side. So I don't even really know how much you'd want to just shift things to the yard that way. This is too many locked in the cemeteries. Am I maybe not supposed to play one of these Arrogant Outlaws? They're definitely not that good, but do I want to go to 13 creatures? Not really. I guess maybe you could say, like, the Lantern's kind of a land. I don't think you're supposed to say that and cut a land. Probably not. Not with this curve. I think I'm supposed to cut a real card. And I think that it probably should be... Is Pyre important enough here? I could just make my mana simple. Cut the Pyre. Let's see, I have Foul Play plus Eaten Alive plus Locked in the Cemetery. Yeah, I think I can maybe just cut the Pyre. That makes that easier. Then I don't even have to play the Jack-o'-lantern. And then I can bring in... the Corpse Cobble? Or the Gaze. Probably the Gaze. Even mana plus Evolving Wilds. That seems fine. Let's see how this goes. This is probably my best card, so let's keep this. Jadar's not bad either. I definitely have some powerful cards in my opening hand here. So they could just snap kill this with, okay, not that. I was going to say Cathartic Pyre. They missed on their infusion. Okay, so let's just attack, I guess. They have something to kill it now. Slash, maybe. They let me attack, so maybe not. This could be flip the switch. They could, well no, I was about to say they could have a play with fire, but they would have killed him before he made his token. It would have explained why they didn't kill Ludovic. Are they just having to do Electric Revelation? If they are, their hand must just be terrible. Yes. Gosh. Discard Hermit, which can make Geist 2/2, can't counter non-creatures, and then they also found just the Electric Revelation flashback. So yeah, I think we just go ahead full attack here, under the hope that Jadar's not going to die. So that'll do its thing, but he'll make another one in a second. And then I guess we just like replay Ludovic and play Unblinking Observer. So they're up to 5, so they could make... Ooh. Okay, so I might just kill that. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. So we just Eaten Alive, sack a creature, kill you, sack you. Go ahead, full attack, and then we can just play the Outlaw. Jadar is doing work. Famished Foragers, no value, huh? I have plenty in my yard. Yeah, then they're just dead. Yeah, they were, I guess, just not finding what they needed. Their Arcane Infusions didn't hit. It just seems like they were spinning their wheels the whole time. So this gets blue for me. I guess this isn't incredible. It's a little bit slow. But I can't expect to have hands like I did last game. Or I just have all my good low drop creatures. I can also potentially gaze into something. Okay, what am I interested in? Next turn I play Unblinking. Do I want all of these? Maybe I don't want the cover up. No, maybe what I don't want is, so I don't take the Behemoth. I can get it back in the library with the cover up. Then I'm playing Unblinking Observer, Organ Hoarder, hold cover up, I guess. Stack them that way. So I will do this block. Are they going to use a trick? This all seems low value. Okay. Totally fine with that. So then I play Organ Hoarder. And I will take, I guess, Locked in the Cemetery. I don't think I want this trade. Nothing, huh? I have to think that that's pretty good for me. I think we just pass. Look to counter something here. Brimstone Vandal. Sure. Shuffle back. I guess you and you. I might actually no attacks here. Is that too telegraphing? They're short on resources. I have the Startle. I feel like I'm about to regret this, since they just found another color. No. So they're going to get to Scry. I bet they just don't attack with the Perforator, but that's kind of okay. I can just Otherworldly Gaze. If they attack with the Perforator, it's great for me. Yeah, they're not going to. Makes sense. We definitely don't want the Swamp. The rest is probably fine, right? So we'll just draw Ludovic. Well, no, then Ludovic mills the Siege Zombie immediately. I still think I want Ludovic, actually. Like, I could draw. So I guess now we attack. And then play Ludovic. Play the land? Yeah. So this is now a much better situation to try to get Startle value. Because they probably can't attack unless they have a trick. If they have a trick, I might be able to ruin the trick with Startle. If they hang back, I keep attacking, and then if they try to use, like, block here or use the trick defensively... Okay, that's fine. I can just Lock in the Cemetery that. Full attack. Nice. Then we go ahead, Startle you. And then I can still play Outlaw. That was a pretty great turn. So let's see, you can flash back, Cover Up or Startle, neither of which are great, since they're just both like heads-up tricks. So right now they're taking a lot, actually. They were taking lethal. Now they're not. So let's see. I can still cast a 2-drop. If you're in step, it makes one everything. Jeez. It's a little bit awkward, I guess. So I guess we just do this. And then do we attack? I can keep one thing, so they eat one thing. They block 2 things, they take like 4. They eat one of my creatures. But this is just going to get crazy. I think I do attack here. I'm just not very happy about it. So Ludovic, I can flip at some point soon. Oh, they double... I didn't even consider double block Ludovic. Shit. That was stupid of me, I guess. So now Ludovic dies regardless. They take 6, 7, 8, go to 2. I didn't consider that as an option. Okay. My mistake. Then they're going to make another ooze. They are dead to removal if they don't have anything else. They did have something else. Okay. Oh, Arrogant Outlaw kills them, though, if I can actually get one off. That's true. So I think we just go ahead, startle something, doesn't matter. I just want to draw. So if I attack here, I don't get anything. Gosh. I guess we just have to say no attacks and go ahead. It's unfortunate. Especially because now this flips. Gosh, I think I'm gonna lose. I could find my Eaten Alive to at least stop some of the bleeding. This can't shuffle their yard. No. A flyer doesn't even really do it anymore because they have a reach creature. So if they don't have anything, they are dead to removal again. Okay, so we definitely just go ahead, counter that. Yes. Is there a reason I wouldn't? Reshuffle, I guess, Ludovic. And Siege Zombie is also pretty good here. Wait. Oh, what? Why can't it be countered? Oh. Oops. I now understand why it was asking me. Well, I guess it doesn't actually matter, because as long as that is out, flashing back the counter is not going to be that good. Okay, locked in the cemetery isn't good enough. I can't attack. Yeah, I think I'm going to lose to this ooze. I guess I could have done that just to keep it from flipping to night. Because now they're just going to full attack, and I don't even think I have good blocks, do I? I don't think so. I do have some things that theoretically keep me alive. Guess I could just kill the Harrier. Like, you could block here. Block. This is trampling. I don't have good blocks. Like, you double block one of these for 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I have like one draw at something good. Siege Zombie would kill them. I think that's all though. Siege Zombie off the top. Siege Zombie off the top. What? Siege Zombie off the top was absurd. I think that was the only card in my deck that could have killed them. Well, I can never complain about not being lucky. Sure. This is 2, 3, 4. Might be good enough. 4 lands, both colors. Jadar. Nah, let's actually play Siege Zombie. Against a red opponent, it's totally possible that they might just untap and burn the thing, and I would rather Siege Zombie die than Jadar. This also gives me like a block here. So I think we just attack, since I have Startle back up. I don't think they want it, though. And then we'll just play Shady. Oh. I mean... okay. I am a little bit surprised that they wanted that. Just to make a 2-2. If they were in a double block, then obviously the Startle would blow them out. But even without the Startle, that was still a good attack. I would have traded this for 2 of those anyway. Okay. That's not so bad. So I think what we do now is just full attack. They don't have great blocks, and the Startle makes it even worse. And if I have to use the Startle, then I just have Jadar. Am I okay with that trade? I don't think I need to be. I think I can just Startle. And then play Jadar. Of course, I guess I didn't get as much value out of this as normal. Vivisection's a nice draw. So I have no attacks. So I guess we just go to combat. If they want to tap something, they can. I didn't think they would even want to. And then we just play Gale Drifter. And end the turn. So we have Siege Zombie ability up. But I can always just bring this back now, so it's really not the end of the world. And in fact, I might just do that. They're mana constrained, but I've also used a lot of cards. Slash again? Okay. I mean, that's just a clean 2-for-1 for me. I'm really not upset about it, really. Okay. So if we attack... I'm not sure it's worth messing with. I think we're just going to Vivisection. I guess we should Siege Zombie first so I can use this token. Vivisection, sack this thing, draw 3, and then play Ludovic. Play the swamp. No attacks. Eventually I will find a locked in the cemetery. Yeah. Okay. That can kill Jadar for sure. That sucks. I guess I'd like to find that now if I can. Oh, I can use Siege Zombie again. I don't have removal in my yard. No. Okay. In that case, I guess I can, like, play this. And then I can... We're probably just going to play Arrogant Outlaw, right? So, like, we Siege Zombie, tap you, and then play Outlaw. They can kill the Siege Zombie, unfortunately. No attacks. With the Regent. They could also kill Jadar, their choice, obviously. Both are pretty good. Sungold Barrage, huh? That's a shame. I was really wanting to flashback some of this. So I guess we just go ahead, Siege Zombie now. Tap you, and you, and you. Then they can rummage the spell in their hand if they would like. See, I have 2 creatures in the yard right now. Diregraph Horde's pretty good. Wait. Oh, this isn't the purifying one. I totally got these dragons mixed up. Oh, that's way better for me then. So I think we just do this. Exile. I guess they could have Ardents. So we get this and this. Go ahead and get Observer in here. Okay, I'm so much happier that this is the Mythic, which is kind of funny. And yeah, that's fine. No attacks. So I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I can use Siege 3 times a turn now. Nighttime, huh? So if I just attack, I might just be able to win, right? Well, I guess let's begin. Is this instant speed? No. I have 2 in the yard, so I could do a lot of stuff with that actually. But let's say that we just full attack. They have essentially 4 blockers. They block, like, this actually blocks 1, so then they like block, 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 take 6. So yeah, I think they just die. So let's see what type of they don't do any tapping. Okay. No black, but I do have Otherworldly Gaze to help me find it. I think I can keep this because of Gaze. I have like no action. I put this in the yard. I might just put the other locked in the cemetery in the yard. Is that insane? Just so I can try to find stuff? That's probably not right, right? Yeah, maybe it is. Let's go ahead and put that in the yard. Okay. Okay, Sifters is not a huge deal. So we can just go ahead, flash this back. Ludovic, yes. Probably Evolving Wilds, no. I have 4 lands right now. Do I want Unblinking Observer? Probably not. So let's just put those in the yard. And then we'll draw Ludovic. So I guess we just attack here. And so go. Siege Zombie. Ooh, that's a good one. So I don't have good attacks, because they can just bounce here. So I think we just play Diagraph. So use the Siege Zombie on me. Opponent's graveyard, they just have 1. I don't want to remove stuff from my yard. No attacks. So I have, what, 2 creatures in my yard? Yeah. So Ludovic could flip and be like 5 with Unblinking Observer's ability. That's certainly not great. I think we're just going to attack with Diagraph here, right? So we attack with Diagraph. They have to put these 2 in front of it, or these 2 in front of it. I'm fine with both of those outcomes. They have a counter, don't they? They should totally counter this if they do. Maybe they don't, because I don't know why they'd have to think about it. Oh, they probably just have Siege Zombie up and have forgotten that they need to pass. Interesting. So we'll resolve that, I guess. Put it on top, and then it'll see itself. And then I can choose if I want it back or not. Nah, mill over it, I guess. That's a nice one. Still no attacks, huh? That lets me flash back. I mean, nothing this turn. And in fact, nothing really at all. Startle. So let's see, I could just go ahead and locked in the cemetery, yeah, plenty of cards, to take out the 2/3 toughness creatures, and then like actually start attacking. That seems okay. So we do that. Then I still have Startle. Oh, are they going to do some tapping for me? So obviously they still have the abilities from these, which is kind of unfortunate, but I now have strong attacks, which I think is going to be worth it since I am pressuring their life total. They're just going to let it flip. Draw a card. Okay. My own siege zombie, huh? So let's go ahead and attack. I don't really want to cast 2 cards now because it'll flip back to day and that'll give them a card. Revenge of the Drowned. That is fine. And I will put it on top. Oh shit. I should have startled in response and then drawn it. That would have been really smart. I hadn't realized that they'd done it in response to that trigger. Outlaw. Okay, so we still have very similar attacks, so I think we just go ahead and do them. They can't counter my stuff because of the air. Gale Drifter. Okay, I can't... Well, I could reshuffle it if I wanted. Is that worth it? Probably not. I think I just let that happen. I'd rather use my mana on other things. So if they just let this through, they die to Arrogant Outlaw. And it looks like they're just going to let it through. Because they can't counter this. No blue mana. I probably can't keep this with no blue mana, right? I don't think I can. So I'll mull this. This is certainly better. Put back the Vivisection, probably. I guess the Behemoth isn't going to do much either. Like, both require sacking a creature. I only have the 1 creature. I guess we'll put back the Behemoth. If I draw something expendable, then the Vivisection can help me get more gas. No play till 4 is going to be a problem for me, I think. Archivist. So I have the option, I guess, to just lock in the cemetery that. Maybe I do. Next turn I play a 3-2. I don't think I do. I think I'd rather maybe try to lock down their flyer. It's also held back by this. Of course, I don't have another land, actually. So I don't even know that I'm going to be able to cast that. So it's certainly been a bit awkward. Like, maybe I just block the Archivist? Nah, that seems bad. I think I just take this. Because then the Archivist just comes back. Okay, I did draw that, so that's good. So we'll go ahead, attack here, play Diagraph. Now we're kind of going to town. Especially because now we get to steal that, or ruin that. So things have certainly shifted in my favor now. Let's see if we can keep it that way. Vivisection on one of these will be pretty good. Obviously, if they can just remove Diagraph, then it's not great for me, but Silversmith is pretty good. So they'll attack with Archivist, and probably just Archivist, so now I will locked in the Cemetery that one. Drew a land. So that means that I could play a 4 and a 2. So yeah, I think we just locked in the Cemetery this. I was considering Vivisectioning, but I think I'd rather just play the Gale Drifter. Go to combat. Attack here. And another Gale Drifter. Third color. Okay, Gale Drifter dies. They still don't have good attacks, though, if they don't have anything else. They have something else. Okay, we will put this on top. That's fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I go to 1. Maybe it's not okay. Shit. I can't actually stop them. Like, I replay the Diagraph. I shouldn't have put the Diagraph on top, because I don't have enough to startle then as well. If I had another land, then I could survive another turn. I guess I could startle now and see what I draw. If I draw... Although if I draw a land, it doesn't do it. If I draw... I don't think there's anything that I can do. I don't think there's anything I can do. But let's see what I draw. Organ Hoarder is also not good enough. Okay. So if I'd actually done the Locked in a Cemetery early on that Archivist, it might have made a big difference. Only black mana. I don't think we can keep only black. This is better, although not great. I guess we pitch the cover up. This is not a good hand, but I do have the colors I need, and I have kind of a removal spell. That helps. That'll hopefully help me find something. Obsessive Astronomer. I think this card seems pretty good. I mean, Gale Drifter, I think I do actually want in my hand. Do I want any more lands? I guess like 1 land is maybe okay. In which case I take the swamp, so I put the island in the yard. And then next turn, doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter which order I take these in. No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, maybe I should have just locked in the Cemetery to keep it from flipping the day. I didn't think about that. I should have at least considered it, though. I was thinking about just doing Otherworldly Gaze. I guess I could even have just done that main phase if I wanted. Jadar? Gale Drifter. I mean, I definitely don't want this. I'd love to play 2 spells, but I can't really. I'm going to have to lock in the Cemetery something. So I guess we just want to do it this way. Not super happy about that, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I guess we just go ahead and do a really lame Locked in the Cemetery on that. No one's happy about this. All lands. No! And it exiles? Gosh, that's really bad for me. Okay, land would be good. Well, I mean, that is a land. So we have to play Jadar. This just goes and fetches. Doesn't really matter. Being able to play the 3/4 might have stabilized me. Elementalist returning. Gross. I don't think I can overcome this at this point. Them getting that back means they can just kill her. And I'm already, like, down so much. Like, I'm getting hit for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right now. I have 1 blocker. If I Vivisection, I only have 2 mana. If I do this, they just do that. I think I'm just dead. Especially because they have this sitting there too. Okay. And I'm dead. Them having the Elementalist to pull it back was pretty lame. Well, was pretty good. Bad for me, obviously. Yeah, this is acceptable. Certainly not good. Definitely want Jadar. Do I want the Vivisection? Vivisection might just be too slow for the start that they've gotten. I don't think I need the land either. So yeah, we put this and this in the yard. Draw Jadar and play him. They milled over Rise of the Ants. So they're just going to attack. I'm not going to trade these, obviously. Okay, so I think we definitely just attack here, right? And then we just play Outlaw. I will trade the Outlaw for the Death Bonnet, should they give me the chance. They're just going to kill Jadar. Okay. Doesn't seem unreasonable. So here I think we just play Gale Drifter, say go. I don't want to attack with the token because I'd like to sack it for Behemoth. Liberator into Winterthorn, maybe? Indeed. So I probably just play Behemoth here, right? My other option is like Foul Play plus Outlaw. Yeah, I think we just play Behemoth. Tome's cool. So they might just use that to oh wait, no, it starts on the draw side. Okay, so I get my way this turn. So I think what we want to do is just foul play the Liberator. Oh, it's power. For some reason I thought it was mana value. Okay, well then we foul played this. And we're going to attack. If they want to block Outlaw with Liberator, that's great for me, because Outlaw can destroy the Locked in the Cemetery. They don't want to. It does seem like you probably don't really want to do that. I'm hitting for a ton here. I mean, I'm hitting for 13. Actually, if they don't block, they're just dead, because I can do this. Okay. So they're dead in the air. They're dead on the ground of this menace that they can't block right now. They can tap one thing to deal with one of those. It only takes one as well, so they could definitely play another blocker. But I have Locked in the Cemetery, and it's on. This is what, one to tap? Yeah. Play 2 creatures. Okay. But I mean, they have to block everything. So they tap, they put 2 things in front of here, they trade here. Or I can just go ahead and do this. And now they can't survive. Yeah, this is definitely acceptable. 3 lands, both colors, early removal, and 2 2-drop creatures. Into a 3-drop? Even better. Question is, which 2-drop do I lead with? Unblinking Observer theoretically lets me cast Devious Cover-Up, but... Okay, we're not leading with Jadar. I think we just lead with Unblinking Observer because it's the worst creature. If they want to burn it out, that's the one I would most want them to burn. Okay, we could just kill that. Probably do, right? We just foul play here. I could have actually done 2 things. Well, I guess I can still let Otherworldly Gaze, but I could have, like, used this to cast the foul play. And then I could have either cracked the Clue or played the Siege Zombie or Jadar or something. Maybe I should have done that. Okay, what are we interested in seeing? Land, Shady Traveler. Land I don't mind. Shady Traveler, like 1 land I think is fine. We'll take the Swamp. The Shady Traveler, I think I can do better. So let's just go ahead and mill past that. I could theoretically counter that, but I don't even think I care. I can just play Jadar and Siege Zombie. And then even, like, use the Siege Zombie. I'd much rather protect something I care about with it. Is Jadar dying? No? Okay. So I guess we just go to combat and we attack with the 2 2-power creatures. I guess this does let them kill the Siege Zombie, potentially. Because this will pump. I didn't really think about its pump. So we could just play Outlaw, or we could just... I think we actually just go. Because now we can just hold Devious Cover Up. If they don't do anything, we can, like, Otherworldly Gaze, crack the Clue. Okay, reshuffle. I think just foul play. I wouldn't mind having that. No follow-up. Okay, so I guess let's just attack. And then we'll go ahead and play Outlaw. Okay, Jadar is dying this time. Foul Play comes back, Ludovic. All of this is decent. I think what we want to do is, like, put Gale Drifter into the yard, Foul Play on top, then Ludovic. Yeah. Okay, so we Foul Play this. Go to combat and attack. And they're dead. Don't even need the Ludovic backup. Okay, we are here for all the marbles. We are 6-2. We have a really pretty good opening hand. Like, there's a few things I would change, but we do have like a 2-3-4-5, 3 lands both colors, and our opponent moles. I've not flipped Ludovic yet. It has just never been the right move, I don't think. Oh, friendly opponent. They want to do that on defense, I guess. That's okay. We'll just do this then. No attacks. Kind of just had to waste their turn to do that. Okay, so I think we'll just play this because we want to play Organ Order. Now I also have the counter up if I need it. We'll just attack with my Menace person. And then we'll just play the Hoarder. I don't think we need to hold the counter. I think I'd rather play to the board more. We could take Startle. Yeah, let's take Startle. Arrogant Outlaw was also a possibility, but Startle lets me get very solid attacks, even if they hold this back on defense still. We don't have enough in the yard yet. I guess I could theoretically Startle right now. Oh wait, we'll have enough in the yard. Well, no, after the mill. That doesn't help. So we could Startle and then Locked in the Cemetery, because like we cracked this, right? Now we have 4 in the yard. Then we would have to cast Startle. Then we cast Locked in the Cemetery. And then we full attack. It's very aggressive. We'll see if it pays off. So now they take a ton of damage. Hauler. Okay, so we can't really attack through Hauler. We could just bring Gale Drifter back. We have 3 in the yard, so we could like Ludovic for one of them and get a 4/4 flyer this turn. It's a possibility. We could also just play her. Let's see. If I make a 4/4 flyer this turn and then full attack, they have to chump here. They eat one thing. They eat this. They chump here. And then they take 6, go to 1. Like, that's actually pretty good, right? I think I can do better, though, right? Like, I could also just cast the Gale Drifter could also just cast Lair. I think we actually just do this. Okay, so we're going to pay 1. Auto tap solution is that. We exile Gale Drifter and make Ludovic into a 4/4 flyer. Oh, 5/5 flyer. He gets one anyway. I forgot. I thought the first one went to copy and the next ones go to counters. But no, he just dies that way. Okay. Sick. Well, there's the Ludovic flip for the win. Very cool. Hopefully that was fun to watch. That was my first trophy with blue-black. But yeah, thanks for watching this one. Definitely be doing a lot more.